3 teens gunned down during what police are calling a robbery gone bad. This morning, the homeowner accused of firing those fatal shots is not facing charges. Deborah Tuff, live in the newsroom, breaking down whether the shooting could be considered self-defense.
Teens shot at the would-be victims. The homeowner shot back. Now all 3 teens are dead. Attorney Daryl Cohen says mask, attempted robbery, time, the first shot fired equals self-defense.
My homeowner shot and killed 3 masked teenage intruders, even though he insists it was self-defense. The parents of the teens are still demanding that he be prosecuted. This happened in Rockdale County, Georgia. At around 4, 3 masked teenagers appeared in the neighborhood. They tried to break into a home to commit a robbery, but gunfire from inside the house brought them down. All 3 suspects died after being shot. 2 were pronounced dead at the hospital, and 1 died at the scene. Later, the families confirmed that among the victims were the brothers, ages 15 and 16. After the incident, the parents of these teenagers called for the homeowner to be prosecuted, saying he took the lives of their 3 sons. However, multiple eyewitnesses confirmed that all 3 teens were masked and armed. During the attempted break-in, the suspects fired at the homeowner first, and the resident returned fire in self-defense. Police also concluded that under Georgia's self-defense and stand your ground laws, the homeowner's actions were considered lawful self-defense. So do you think this was self-defense?
Before we keep the video going, of course, I think this is self-defense. Y'all let me know if y'all think this is self-defense. And they're saying it's in Georgia. Georgia is a stand your ground state. So even if somebody is about to fight you or ready to run up on you, you actually have legal rights to go ahead and unalive them right there. So, of course, if they're trying to break into your house, that is perfectly fine. And they shot at him first. So you can't even use the whole equal force excuse that people use for some other states. And also, this ain't California. I know over there, some of y'all in California, that, you know, if someone breaks into your house, you can go to jail for shooting them. Nah, this is in Georgia. This is in the South. This seems completely like a justified shooting to me. If they were really armed, if they was masked up, then to me it just seems like it's a justified shooting. What else was I about to say about this? Yeah, man, it's unfortunate for the parents of these kids, but hey, at the end of the day, if your kids was 15 and 16, they weren't supposed to be having guns in the first place. So that's a parenting flaw. You can't blame the homeowner. You shouldn't be trying to sue that man. He need to be trying to sue y'all. But let's go ahead and watch the rest of this video.
So 3 YNs out of Georgia decided to break into this man's house at 4 in the morning. This guy got video cameras everywhere. So they kicking down the door. Kicking down the door hard. They got on masks and hoodies. These 15, 16-year-olds, I think it was an 18-year-old in the group. They is kicking the door down. They kick the door down. They gets in the door. Soon as they gets into the door, the homeowner started just letting loose. One of them get pew-pew, passed away on the lawn. The other 2 make it to the hospital and dies. They got on masks, hoodies, and they got guns on them. So the family of the kids who lost their lives demanded that the homeowner get arrested because they say he shouldn't have took their kids' lives. He shouldn't have did nothing. He should have let them bust in his house and do whatever they want to him and his family. Now they demanding justice, and they upset at him, y'all, because he took those kids' lives. Remind you, the police found the pew-pew on one of them laying in the grass, and they found one more pew-pew in the street. But yet, they calling for his arrest and saying he was wrong for protecting his family. tell me, am I tripping, y'all? Am I tripping? That these little YNs who parents that's calling for all this probably didn't have no control of them. Didn't know where they was at 4 in the morning. Cause how's a 15 and 16-year-old outside at 4 in the morning and you don't know? But yet you calling for this man to go to jail, or either you wanted those kids that got in the door, they kicked the door down to do something to him and his family, and you would have been cool with that. It just don't make no sense, man. I don't know where y'all YNs, how y'all think. Y'all think people just gonna keep letting y'all take their stuff, keep letting y'all break in people's houses with no consequences. And this to the family, and I mean that. My condolences goes out to you and your family, but you should have had control of your kids, because people who got control of their kids ain't out at 4 in the morning kicking down doors trying to rob people with hoods and masks on. So this time for sure, I'm on the homeowner side. I think there's a video out, but I don't post videos like that because TikTok always ban me. But what y'all think? What y'all would have did if 3 YNs kicked down your door with masks and hoodies and guns on? You just would have let them in to have supper, or would you would have protected your family? It's easy for me. It's easy for me.
Hey, yo, Unc is 100% right here. I don't think that homeowner did nothing wrong. Now, as far as he's going in on the parents, and like I said, I was going in on the parents too. Like, you know, you can't be trying to place blame on somebody else for your kids' actions. And at the same time, you know, we've all done stuff that our parents didn't know we was doing when we was young, right? You know, being out at 4 a.m. at age 15, 16, that's not too far from out of the norm. Now, being out at that time, and you know, you with your older brother that's 18 and all y'all planning on running in somebody's house and robbing them, that's where it gets crazy. That's where the parenting flaws come into effect, because you know me, if I was 15, 16 out late like that, I'm not trying to harm nobody, trying to do nothing. I'm probably trying to go mess with some girl, or, you know, just coming from some party or something like that. We wasn't trying to rob people. Now, I did do some questionable things in my past life when I was young and as a kid, but luckily I never took it this far into trying to run up into somebody's house with guns. You know, this is actually more than just a burglary. Like, this is a whole home invasion. You know, when you know the people are there and you planning on, you know, getting whatever you trying to get out that house by any means necessary, that's a whole home invasion. That's a whole another level of crime when it comes to it. So, you know, these kids probably wasn't their first time doing something like that. You know, I know a lot of people that got killed trying to do this same type of thing, run into a house. Maybe they knew it was some drugs in there. Maybe they knew it was some money in there or whatever, right? I know a lot of people that actually lost their life because they thought the homeowner was gonna be sweet. They thought it was gonna be sweet when they run inside the house, and then next thing you know, they get blamed, and boom, it's the end of their life. People mad at the homeowner, mad at the person that had to take their life. But at the end of the day, in that situation, if you hear someone breaking into your house, kicking your door down, and you possibly seen that they was armed, whether you seen that they was armed or not, you seen that they was masked up, at that moment you thinking it's either me or them. And I'm going to choose me. I'm going to choose my family. It ain't really about my stuff. I could get new stuff, but if I feel like my life is in danger, that's a whole different situation. And you ain't got to jump on me because I heard you kicking in my door. You gave me time to, you know, get my home defense set up on and correct. You know, you gave me time to do all that. Oh yeah, it's gonna be over for you. And if you are a homeowner, it's your job to know the laws in your state. You know, it's just, he live in Georgia. Then everybody got guns, and it's a stand your ground state. So he was nowhere in the wrong. You know, like I said, unfortunate situation, but we gotta We got to teach these YNs better, man. We got to lead them in a better way, because trying to hold somebody else accountable, that's just creating more excuses and, you know, continuing the cycle of these kids being raised thinking that they can do whatever they want and it's going to be someone else's fault. But let me know what y'all think about it down below. As always, love y'all. I'm out.